I know she good to me, but she bad for me. She make it hard to trust her, but she say she love me. She know just how to make me smile, but know just how to hurt me. I try to leave her alone, cause sometimes I don't think it's worth it. I shouldn't feel like this, but love can make you so uncertain. I try to hide the pain, but you should see behind these curtains. I walk away, but then I run right back when I get lonely. She's like the plug and she's the drug, and I'm just her little junkie. Hey, I'm like the Pookie to her bag of rocks, a rat tail comb through each and all of her interlocks. I'm so honorable mentions, ain't got shit on her, she first and last. She been teaching me since our meet and greet. I love her class, hell I think it's mad. Her lectures loosely laces the lining inside my mind. By the time that I realize that I'm blinded, I'm intertwined like the web of a spider or a web of deception. I draw a blank with words at a loss of facial expressions. Is it lust? You can't be talking about love when you speak about us. She and me have shared the same air, but we have never touched. Can a man have a moment in time? Cause sometimes a woman's just that goddamn fine. I have yet to place my hands on the places that I've been planning. I'm respecting the opportunities I do or don't get granted. She's the drug that I have never taken. But I swear I'll die if I don't try her. Die if I don't take her. I know she good to me, but she bad for me. She make it hard to trust her, but she say she love me. She know just how to make me smile, but know just how to hurt me. I try to leave her alone, cause sometimes I don't think it's worth it. I shouldn't feel like this, but love can make you so uncertain. I try to hide the pain, but you should see behind these curtains. I walk away, but then I run right back when I get lonely. She's like the plug and she's the drug, and I'm just her little junkie. She make my nerves bad, plus I can't see her with another nigga. If I keep her, she drive me crazy, but I'm crazy if I don't keep her. There she go again, going in the bathroom again, slamming doors. I don't know why in the fuck she in the bathroom again. While I'm in the living room on a blunt, with a pad and a pen, thinking to myself like, damn, were we mad at again? If we ever happen to meet between 1 and 365 days away from today, these are the thoughts on my mind. Cause from a distance, I can see our future today. Wishing next year would be tomorrow, and tomorrow would be today. To get past the first impression, and to second that smile, as we race to third base, because it's been a while. I know we galaxies from each other, a few midnights from love, a time travel from marriage. I speak to you from the sun. I'm hoping you not too far out for you to see what I'm seeing. Let's pull a few planets closer and never look to the end. I know she good to me, but she bad for me. She make it hard to trust her, but she say she love me. She know just how to make me smile, but know just how to hurt me. I try to leave her alone, cause sometimes I don't think it's worth it. I shouldn't feel like this, but love can make you so uncertain. I try to hide the pain, but you should see behind these curtains. I walk away, but then I run right back when I get lonely. She's like the plug and she's the drug, and I'm just her little junkie.
If you know me. good woman bring to a man?
Nothing. A woman shouldn't bring nothing to a man. You have to understand that the woman is a mirror and a multiplier. She will mirror you, she will reflect you, and she will multiply whatever you put upon her. So if you put wealth upon a good woman, watch how she multiplies it. If you give love to a good woman, watch how she multiplies it. If you give a home to a good woman, a house to a good woman, food to a good woman, watch how she nurtures you with this. The problem is these men are toxic. So when they looking at the woman, their reflection, when they're unable to put things on the table, they say, oh, this woman ain't good. Oh, this woman ain't submissive. Oh, this woman don't listen. No, brother, she is mirroring you, and she's showing you that you lay nothing on her table but anxiety, stress, depression, and chaos, and now she's multiplying that. Now you're in your feelings. No, man, a good woman brings nothing to a table but herself, because she is the mirror and the multiplier.
Oh my God. That was so good. I got caught up in that. Let's talk about that. This is so good. This is Princess, Queen Princess, with the nostalgic radio produced by Jason Dixon. This is the good vibes only. We have a show for you. So buckle up and get ready. For some of you, we don't we don't do none of that going back and forth and causing chaos. But what we do is try to plant a mindset of freedom, of elevation, expansion, and we try to use what we have as our formula to help heal and renew, restore, and rejuvenate. With that being said, again, this is Princess with ILIVFIT. Thank you, Mr. Jason Dixon. Thank you, thank you, thank you for Nostalgic Radio. So I'm ready to jump into this topic. And so the word that jumped out at me was toxic. We, I want to talk about what toxic mean. Can I ask Alexa the meaning for toxic? Because some people don't know. Jason, should I ask, or should I just go off what we believe toxic is? What do you think toxic is? Used to describe the general in particular. It is often used to introduce the subject of the discussion, refer to a specific issue or topic that is.
A lot of the when people ask what is toxic to me, I kind of tell them like, hey, toxic is it's what you bring to the table. Let's say that to me, because
Okay.
toxicity is what you create. It isn't something that's automatically created in us. Most people, when they
Mm.
hurt, hold on for 1 second. Hey, hey, can you cut that down just a little? Yeah. So toxic is sorry guys, I got my son over here. Um Toxic to me is what you bring. So when I look at stuff like that, you know me, Princess, I've always been that person that's able to put the past behind me, meaning that I don't step
Mm.
into another realm until I've completely healed from what realm broke me over here. A lot of people can't do that. They'll bring the pain from somewhere else into another situation without fully healing, right? So you could be a great wife, you could be a great woman, but if the girl over here broke my heart, stepped on it,
Mm.
scratched it, and I just was like, oh, then when I come your way, I'm coming with, oh, you're not gonna do me like she did, so let me put some rules down,
Mm.
right?
So, with that being said, based on that video, because I am going to reference this video because I really, really, really want some people to heal. To me, there's a lot of phenomenal women. A lot of women are single because of how men have treated them, and a lot of men are single because of how women have treated them. So, toxic. We talked about being toxic is one thing,
Right.
and get it. What you said is really good. You're good at this. Everybody is not good at baggage and how to relay what somebody did back there, right? So
Absolutely.
when you meet a man and he's toxic, based on that video, his toxic behavior can jump into you
Yes.
after a mirror of time. So
Right.
mirror. Let's talk about the man in the mirror. Let's talk about that. So women, WOMAN. All right, womb woman is the WO man MAN. The man in the mirror is who we become when you, the MAN, give us the evil, the weaponizing, the toxic, that urgency that beats you down
Yeah.
mentally.
And I
Like,
totally agree with you. I see it in a lot of relationships. I've been seeing it in a lot of relationships. I have friends who will be like, they'll start out and be like, I have this great woman, but then the woman over time, you'll start to notice that they start fighting every day. You'll start to notice that she's not happy with him, but it's because of what he does. And most men won't recognize that. They won't see that she's changing because you're moving different, not because she just woke up. Women, let's be real, and I'm gonna be honest. You're a woman. I tell men all the time, women don't think about money. They're like, "What you mean?" Yes, they do. I said they don't. I said if you come into a woman's life and you come in with the idea that, okay, I'm coming in to make you better, right? That woman will, if you were working and then you lost your job, but you did what she needed you to do for her mentally, don't worry about it. Women are helpmates, so they are built to take care of what is needed to be taken care of, right? So most men will look at that as a form of weakness when it comes to a woman. So they will take advantage of that. They will say, "Oh, she ain't asking me questions when I go out because you may care about it, but you're like, oh, as a woman, I'm just gonna trust you. So I'm not gonna be like where you at." This is how most relationships start out. Most women start out not going through your phone, not
that's
asking
true.
you questions, not doing. They're like, "I trust
Yes,
you."
yes, 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 yes.
Admit that
Absolutely.
the very first time that trust is broken,
The
it
very first time.
changes the dynamic of that relationship, right? So when you
Mhm.
talk about how men come in, we're talking toxic from a man, right? When you
Yeah.
talk about how most men come in, they'll meet a woman, say all the right things, but then start doing and moving differently. If I come in and at first my phone is unlocked and I'm able to walk away and it's on the table, the minute you notice me not leaving my phone around you anymore, you're gonna start to think differently because this is what women do. They overthink. They think about the negative part before they ever. So if you came in for 4 months and you leaving your phone around and I was able to answer your phone if it rang and I
And
was
then
able to
nothing happens after that. You move the phone, you're hiding the phone, you talking in the other room now. You blocking it. Now you got a code. Uh-oh.
now you're starting to look at, okay, now what are you doing over here? And women still won't say anything. They'll be like, oh, okay. But then the minute they catch you, a man want to be like, but now you're fighting. So what happens is a man will start out the toxicity in a relationship, right? Then the woman will become toxic. Then they will try to
What did you say? Say it again.
saying men will start out the toxicity in a relationship. The
Okay.
woman, off of what you said, the mirroring of the man, the woman will become toxic.
Mm.
So then when the man you see it in a lot of married couples that get back together after they divorce. Let me tell you why I say that. Because I've seen a lot of that. They'll
I
divorce, but they'll get back together.
because
But
they had a break.
right, but when they get back together, the man is the more, okay, babe, whatever you want, I'll give it to you. You
Mm.
know why? Because the woman is now, he's like, I know where I messed up. I know where I was wrong. And I was saying what I was saying earlier because of that. When I talk to these younger men, I tell them, if your wife went to work every day and you was at home, you didn't have a job, but if you cleaned up the house, if you took care of the kids, if all she had to do was come home from work and relax because you did everything, she will ride with you till the wheels fall off.
You better say that. And then again, let me put this waiver in there. What we're talking about is a woman mirrors a man, and we're
Yes,
also talking about toxic and toxic.
civility.
That's what you said. I said toxic. You gave it a whole nother word. I'm like, okay, wait a minute. But what we also are talking about is how we feel.
Yes.
Because Mr. Dixon, you about to get married. And I think, maybe I can say you may feel like you got the answers to everything.
I don't. That is a false statement.
I'm sorry. I had to say that because I've been knowing you a long time. So those of you that do not know Mr. Jason Dixon, he is the producer of Nostalgic Radio, who's hosting the Good Vibes. And I've been knowing Jason Dixon for years. And I would often have this story about he's so clever and he's so honest and so trusting, and he has a wealth of knowledge. See, there's a difference between having knowledge and a wealth of knowledge. That means you have studied, you got a couple of certificates, you got some degrees behind you. You don't talk about it. So the reason why we're having this conversation is based on wisdom, based on intellect, based on our feelings. That's all we have at the end of the day. So we don't want these people who have these degrees and da da da, and so they're going by the book. So what we're going on is life experiences,
Exactly.
right?
Yes, ma'am.
And I have been married for over 30 years, so I know some stuff about. I know some stuff.
Hey,
You can.
that's everybody in my circle. When I decided that I was ready to get married, when I proposed to her, I called every married couple I know and said, "I need you to tell me that you're ready to take this walk with me."
Right,
And I
right.
didn't call a single person. You can't talk to me about it if you got divorced. I'm not doing none of that.
That's
What
good.
I
So
need is that person that says, when y'all fight and it's hard, how do you stay?
very well.
Do. So I learned some valuable things. Like my favorite saying, and if she was here right now, she would tell you because she'll break out dying laughing, right? When people ask me a question before I make a decision, I say, "Hey, I am the assistant manager to the manager. If you have any questions that mean I have to one spend money, two plan for a trip without asking her first, or
Right.
three, if you want me to do something that requires me being around any other women that may think I'm cute or handsome, I need you to talk to the manager." And I do that for my own protection because if you know me, like most people do, I've never been down this road, but I've been women hopping and dating for years.
That was so good. So you got to go talk to the manager.
Yes, I
The
stay whole.
assistant, but the manager of
I'm
you.
hey, even with the kids. Hey, they'll come ask me something. I say, "Hey, I'm just the assistant manager to the manager. Please see the manager." And it's not that I'm diverting, it's because we have to eliminate what we're talking about, the toxicness of our relationship. There's nothing that I don't share with her. So it's
Right.
nothing that can be brought to her that and I'm the one that brought that to the table based on past relationships. I came into this one saying, "Hey, one, if you can't talk to me when you're mad or hurting, then I don't want to do this."
Mm.
Because what happens is what creates that toxicity is when
Right.
someone gets their feelings hurt. And if I did something to you on Monday, this is as simple as I could do it. Princess, if me and you were dating and I did something to you on Monday, I know because of all my sisters that I have that you will hold on to that, talk to your sisters, talk to somebody else about it. By the time you talk to me on Friday, you have came up with a pure plan in your head. So it doesn't matter what I say, but to a man that is frustrated and it'll cause me to jump into an uproar.
Right.
So
Right.
what I've done in this relationship is say, "Hey, if you're mad at me, I need to know you're mad at me now, not
Right.
tomorrow, not the day after that. The minute I make you mad, I need to know. But
And
here's
you know what?
here's
This
two.
is really good that you're saying this because I realized something when you said that. What's happening, if what you're saying is true, then the man in the mirror. And if girls, females, you know, we're hostile. We go to our friends and we're like, girl, guess what he did? Guess what he said? We want to tell everybody our business. We want everybody to take sides with us, even if we're wrong. We want everybody to believe that, you know, but my feelings, and we are so emotional. And even though women are not saying that, men are just as emotional. So you're emotional, he is just as emotional. And you think that the things that you say and do will not get him toxic, will not make that man mad. And once he get there, not that some of them, so I'm gonna talk with some of the females ago, he, you know, they said he already mad, he already toxic, he's already that. But I'm gonna say, just like you, I've been married a long time, and I'm gonna be honest, a lot of times with me, if I wanted to win, I'm gonna say what I think is gonna make me win
Yep.
this argument or this discussion, and because it's gonna make me feel good, and then I'm gonna have a story I can go talk to my friends and go, "Girl, guess what? He said this. He said." But then after a while, that doesn't work with y'all because y'all get tired of that hostility. That we just like massacre y'all because we know y'all will take it, especially when y'all love us in the early stages, y'all tiptoeing. I don't want to mess this up, you know, because if I do this, the bedroom ain't gonna, you know, no, it ain't even. So y'all got to gauge. Is it worth me arguing and mess up the bedroom? Y'all got to gauge.
You,
We
you want me
don't.
to answer that?
Uh
I'll tell
oh.
you right now. Yes, I'll tell you. Hey, you know the worst thing that I learned coming out of my 20s when they used to be like, "You ain't never had makeup sex," and I would tell somebody, and I would be like, "No."
No.
Like,
Okay.
what you mean?
Because we
I
deal with
said,
the problem.
if you made me mad and you didn't hold yourself accountable for it, one, I probably won't even come in the bedroom. I won't leave the house, but I will sleep on the couch until we actually have a conversation about it. And I tell people the worst thing that you can do, because what sex does is create um, a temporary overwhelming feeling of that we're okay.
Oh, well, then if that's true, that's what's happening. That's why the mirroring effect is happening.
Yes,
Because you're saying something, if that's true what you're saying, then everybody is going through relationship with these temporary, you know,
fix
barriers, all these fixes.
with these temporary band-aids.
Oh, but the healing has not taken place.
Exactly.
The
Hey,
the
you're inside.
sore.
Close that garage.
Oh, that is really good. So, okay, ladies, and so I gotta stop because I gotta give a nugget right now. Okay, phenomenal women, this is what's going on. But this is true. Now, I'm just being honest because, you know, we're kind of different. We're phenomenal. We can do some stuff. You know, the word says a woman is a help meet. That means she can do some stuff, he can do some stuff. Okay, so what you're saying is true. What we have done and what we continue to do because we much rather, and I know because I'm a Gemini, like I'm in or out. Like I don't get to pretend that I'm happy. I can't. Because if I'm mad, I'm like you. We got to resolve this because what you're gonna get is not what you want. Because I'm not gonna put no band-aid on it because I can't. I'm gonna go sleep on the couch. I'm not gonna leave the house, but I'm not gonna be your friend. We're not gonna we're not gonna be friends until we
Absolutely.
resolve. So what's happening is people are pretending that everything is okay, and
And
they
that
doing this for a long time, and then that person turns evil and this person is watching and this person start acting like that person.
if you pay attention to most great marriages that have lasted for a long time, they will tell you, I didn't like my wife. It was a certain number of years I didn't like my wife. It's a certain number of years I didn't like my husband. It's a certain number of years, but they were able to get through it because communication is the ultimate key. And what happens is
Ooh.
a lot of these relationships are built off of sex, not friendship. So when the sex stops, there's nothing else to talk about because we never had nothing in common, but we didn't know we didn't because we didn't discuss that. Think about it. Like, let me be real. Let's talk. I'm all about the real talk. Let's.
Whoa, that was deep. Like I have to catch my urethra. Like hold back. My urethra like to jumped out of my soul when you said that.
That's how it is. A lot of relationships are built off of, hey, first we met, then we dated a little bit, then we had sex. The sex gave us that overpowering feeling that I like this person. But those conversations never happened.
But
In
you
the
really
beginning,
don't like that person.
the first couple of weeks, the first couple of times, you're not really having what's needed in a conversation for months. When those conversations starts to get real is when, oh, we've been together for a year, or we've been together. Now all of a sudden you're, as a woman, start looking at it from a marriage point of view, like I want to marry this guy. Then you got to start having real conversations.
This is true.
Right. When I'm, you got to start having, hey, what are we doing? Where are we at? So when those conversations start happening, if that guy wasn't really there in the first place, say he had you, but he had other women and he was cheating on you, women have it in their head that a marriage changes the relationship. But when it's absolutely the opposite, if you marry a man that really isn't into you, you're going to have the worst relationship you can ever have
Oh
because
Lord, this
there's
is
something that he's missing and he's never going to find it because you, and just same opposite of a woman. If a woman marries a man, the reason why people be like, why do women divorce rich men? Well, because you were rich and I came to you. But that didn't mean you met all my needs.
criteria. Yes. So if that's true, now you know me, I'm take it back to I'm gonna take it back. I'm gonna take it back to if that's true. I always gotta take it back because that's we gotta make this make sense, y'all, because we gotta make sure we help somebody and somebody here. So and we may have to when we come back, we're gonna take a break, but when we come back from the break, we're gonna play that video again because we need to make sure we do it justice and we need to make sure that men are understanding what the man in the mirror means, and we need to make sure women understand because listen, there's two foes here. Do you know that sometimes men start acting like females?
Yep.
If a
Hey,
female is aggressive and hateful and angry and bitter, enraged, do you know that he start acting like that? But do you know that she don't know that she's doing that to him? And then years will go by, and all of a sudden, that man will wake up and stand in front of that woman and start using profanity and being bitter and angry, just like her. But then, because sometimes we not healed from our old baggage,
yep.
we can see that that was us. Because it feels better to blame somebody else on our energies.
And that's both ways. And you're
That's
talking from the woman's point of view. That's both ways. That happens both sides of the table, regardless of what people say. That happens both sides because a man will have a good woman, but because, like for instance, when we come back, I'm gonna tell a little bit of my personal. And you know what that story is. I should be that evil man, and I
that
have every right to be.
absolutely.
Dogging a woman out. I should be, hey, get you because you ain't gonna do nothing. But
Abs- you right.
I
But
took
you
time.
decided not to.
I took time to heal. I took
Mm.
time to understand that, hey, it wasn't me, it was her. And because she came in it with bad intentions. So let's go to break and we're gonna come back and talk about that one.
Yay! Thank you. Break time. We're gonna go to break. We're gonna come back. We got you.
Little daddy, you don't know a bitch smoother. Ice cold, you don't know a bitch cooler. It's me the ruler, you like how I maneuver. Yeah, I could give it to you, but what you gon' do? You don't wanna let the chance go by, cause you ain't been seen with that chick so fly. Can't do your thing without doing mine.
bitch or a hoe. Game real tight, even though she like right. Then she quick to check a bitch at the door with the Cali flow.
Hop inside, we gon' take a ride. And when we take a ride, I'ma get you high. And while we getting high, we gon' catch a vibe. And then we vibe all night, cause it's only right. Here's an impression, you can learn your lesson. If you're stressing off this West Coast connection, I am more like a blessing. If you left with just a question, got you guessing. Like Miss Taylor, she a bad mamma jamma. Not too many niggas that could say they didn't have her. So what you mad for? Don't be bashful and don't be hateful. You should be more grateful, cause I don't know another bringing game to the table. Lyrical artist, mad rapper, poetess. Even though some hottest days, I drop some cold ass shit. Follow my lead, when I dip, you dip. Cause ain't that bitch dropping gems like this.
Miss Taylor said there ain't none greater, and I think I'm gonna agree with this chick. Slick rhyme player, and yeah, you got to pay her, and I don't mean play with your dick. Real slick flow as she break it down your dough, and no, she's not a bitch or a hoe. Game real tight, even though she like right. Then she quick to check a bitch at the door with the Cali flow.
It's 106 miles to Chicago. We got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
We gon' get this money together, however we stay on our shit, ain't no need to compete. You know I'm there by your side, always down the slide whenever it's time for some beef. We was in the gutter together, my brothers forever, yeah, we was thuggin' in these streets. Everything I do is on me, ain't gotta ask a thing, cause you already know what it means, yeah. That's real love, that's real love. 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 Let's take it back to the streets. The kitchen was empty with no shit to eat. Off of 101 for all was the seed. All of my niggas was keeping it G. Keep it solid, we ain't never gon' fold. Everybody know to stick to the code. We all remember who was there through the cold. A nigga snitched and a friend turned to fold. Yeah, nigga, fuck all that fake shit. We pass you a blunt, better face it. Offer it up, better take it. Loyalty ain't no replacements. Never the ones who will start shit, but best believe we will finish it. Not the ones you wanna squabble with. Push your car, boy, you been a bitch. Yeah, we done paid all our dues. Not the ones you could take for a fool. These bitches gon' pick and choose. Put your trust in the hoe, then you lose. Niggas watching how we move. Swear they all think that they had a clue. Niggas don't think to try nothing new. Fake 'em out, make it look like we lose. Yeah, that's what we do. Call the blitz like it's mad, and that shit was just tragic. Them niggas ain't really want static. You hit that line for the gas, gon' hit you back fast. Gon' weigh out a gram and then bag it. We see the loft at the desk, kept a foot on the gas. I was whipping that shit, ain't no crashing. When I pull up to the hood, you know it's all good. The love for me, they're automatic. We gon' get this money together, however we stay on our shit, ain't no need to compete. You know I'm there by your side, always down the slide whenever it's time for some beef. We was in the gutter together, my brothers forever, yeah, we was thuggin' in these streets. Everything I do is on me, ain't gotta ask a thing, cause you already know what it means, yeah. That's real love, that's real love. That's real love, that's real love. That's real love, that's real love. That's real love, that's real love.
Real love is plugged in. One accord, no matter minor, major. Never count the favors, plenty never savor. Loyalty, respect, support that never wavers. Real ride or die types hard to find. Grateful that I got mine. Not all got a sound mind, but they own time when I hit the line. Held it down and never gave up. You know, stuck around and really gave a fuck. When push came to shove and shove got touched. We ain't speak about such and such. All we know is what's best for us. Built bonds and we built trust. Overstood on the issue, speak up. Even if the
together, however, we stay on our shit, ain't no need to compete. You know I'm there by your side, always down the slide whenever it's time for some beef. We was in the gutter together, my brothers forever, yeah, we was thugging in these streets. Everything I do is on me, ain't gotta ask a thing, cause you already know what it means, yeah. That's real love, that's real love. That's real love, that's real love. That's real love, that's real love. That's real love, that's real love.
If you know me, act like you know me. But if you a hater, yeah, stay the hell away from me. If you my friend, act like my friend. But if you a hater, yeah, stay the hell away from me. Everybody ain't your partner, everybody ain't your friend. Some of your friends be hating on you, but acting like they your friends. They be the one to stab you in the back, but smile up in your face. Acting like they're really happy for you, but they really wanna take your place. Yeah, seems like everything that you do, they're trying to compete with you. They be watching every move you make, cause they really wanna be like you. If you got some haters in your life, you need to take my advice.
I am excited. Those of you that waited back in the back end, waiting for us to come back. If you are here with me now, this is Princess. I'm here with Jason Dixon with Nostalgic Radio. Thank you, Mr. Jason, for being here and producing the good vibes. Today, we have a combo that this is for every household. This is for every married couple. This is even for the single couple. We're trying to help you. I've been married for over 30 years. Jason Dixon is getting ready to get married. So I feel like I got some stuff I can talk about with this conversation. We're talking about the man in the mirror. So we're going to bring up a voiceover video, and we want you to listen to it. But we want to talk about this because for me, Jason, if I've been married 30 years and I done been through, the trenches, I done good, bad, pretty, whatever. I done been through all of that, and we all done been through all of that. But how do we heal so that we won't become the person that has tarnished, the good in us, that has hurt us? And then how do we keep that from being baggage for the next person that just want to love us? And how do that person keep his baggage or her baggage from happening so that the man in the mirror is not happening on both ends? And so we want to make sure there's a resolution, and we definitely want to make sure people see. But we're going to bring this video up, and thank you so much again for joining the Nostalgic Radio Good Vibes production with your girl, Princess. We're going to bring up this video. We just want you all to listen to it, to be in on it, and let's capsize on it. Let's go, Jason.
Nothing. A woman shouldn't bring nothing to a man. You have to understand that the woman is a mirror and a multiplier. She will mirror you. She will reflect you, and she will multiply whatever you put upon her. So if you put wealth upon a good woman, watch how she multiplies it. If you give love to a good woman, watch how she multiplies it. If you give a home to a good woman, a house to a good woman, food to a good woman, watch how she nurtures you with this. The problem is these men are toxic. So when they looking at the woman, their reflection, when they're unable to put things on the table, they say, oh, this woman ain't good. Oh, this woman ain't submissive. Oh, this woman don't listen. No, brother, she is mirroring you, and she's showing you that you lay nothing on her table but anxiety, stress, depression, and chaos, and now she's multiplying that. Now you're in your feelings. No, man, a good woman brings nothing to a table but herself, because she is the mirror and the multiplier.
What can a good woman bring to a man?
Nothing.
You know what? Every time I hear it, y'all, wait a minute, you got to hear this. Every time I hear it, I realized something. So, Jason, let's make sure we let them understand. It's not even that we're agreeing with old boy.
Right.
He's like, this prominent person. He's married to two women, one in Africa, one in
America.
America. But this guy has a lot to say, and the reason why they listening to him is he's holding his households down, and everybody seem to be happy, and they're trying to figure out how you doing that. Well, he's saying because of the man that I am, I treat them kind and with sweetness, and I'm taking care of them, and I don't have no expectations for them. I'm the man. I'm the man. American men and African men, the
Different.
cultures are really different. So we don't agree with everything he's saying, but you said something that I want to bring into this discussion when I bring this up, Jason. You said that you don't agree with him all the way, but you
I
do.
agree with some of the things he's saying. Like he said, when he says a woman shouldn't have to bring nothing to the table but herself. Let's explain that, because a good woman will bring the things that a man needs to succeed. If you are down, we've seen it over and over, that if a man is down and a good woman finds him, that man will soon, and if he lets her do her and build him up the way a woman does, he will literally be a millionaire within 2 years. We've seen it happen. And she will take the back seat and say, "That's my husband,"
That's
right?
right. That's right.
But most men, like he said in that video, will bring their toxicity, which in turn, that good woman will then, like I said in the show earlier, will then start to turn toxic, because you're not telling her that she's beautiful. You're not telling her that you love her. You're not showing her that you love her. So now you come home, like you saw the image of the guy, he was playing video games and she's sitting there just wanting to cuddle with him, and he's playing the game with a mean look on his face. But then, like he said, the change happens when the woman gets toxic, because she's fed up with you cheating on her. She's fed up with you lying to her. She's
Oh,
fed up with you not trying to do nothing, right?
nothing.
So now
Right.
the mirror flip. That's what he means by, he doesn't mean a exact mirror image. He's saying,
Correct.
but that mirror flips, because now you're the one wishing that woman would love you. And you see it a lot in media when men and women both do the same things. You see women, when they lose a good man and go get that man that keeps breaking their heart, they may love that. Like when they say a woman loves bad men better, right? They only love the bad guys or the dudes that are hard or thugs, because that's what they know from their mom, their grandma, their sisters. They see that toxicity in their house. They see them fighting all the time, and they grow up thinking that's what it's supposed to be.
They
So if
think that's normal.
yep. So if somebody comes in like myself and says, "Hey, I just want to come in and love you. I'm not checking your phone." Do you know, like, as I was dating those years, as you know me dating off and on, the thing that I had one woman actually tell me, this is a true story, and we're still friends to this day. I had one woman actually tell me that her friend had a husband. We went to a party at Paul Quinn when I first started building Push. Went to a party at Paul Quinn. Her boyfriend told her she can come to the party with us. Come to find out, this dude was laying on, it's a big rock in front of Paul Quinn across the street. And the dude was laying on the rock with some binoculars, watching her every move instead of just coming to the party with us. We went to the club. This nigga came in the club at 2 a.m. in his pajamas to snatch her up out of there. Because men, we if we've been hurt that bad, we become possessive. We become like, "Hey, I need to check your phone because the last girl I didn't check the phone, she was cheating on me. The last guy." Women do the same thing. "I need to check your phone. I need to know
I was
when."
gonna say it's on both ends, and it's horrible either
I
or.
told somebody the other day, the day I have to put geolocation on you, I ain't messing with you, because I ain't got time.
Amen.
The day I have to call you 55 times to be like, "Where you at now? Where you at now?" It's relationships that I know right now where they try, you leave the house, turn on your location finder. I'm like, if you have to do that, that's telling you something already, right?
Yes.
That's right there is telling you how toxic that situation is.
So, with that being said, now I keep going back because I always got to stay on point. If that's true, what you're saying, when we go back to the beginning, when the guy asks, so what should a woman bring to the table, or should a woman bring anything to the table? And the man's like, no, a woman shouldn't bring anything to the table. I had to convo with you that I would like to think that I have some essence, I have some substance. I want to bring something to the table. But if you marry a man and you got a man and he think like that, that's beautiful. But if you have one and he don't think like that, just know your person.
But let me tell you the problem with that.
Person.
Can I tell you the problem with the way that man thinks? Rich
Right.
people have been doing that to women a long time. Men have been doing that to women a long time. I just need you to come in. I will pay the bills and do this and that. But let me tell you what happens.
Uh-oh.
That man gets tired of you.
That part.
When that new little 20-year-old that he got in his sights at his office, or in sights and that 28-year-old that he wants to talk to,
Yeah.
because now we live in that world.
Yeah, he don't want to do those things no
The
more.
women who live that life and never create themselves an identity for themselves always end up those women that are taking that man to court because now they got a divorce and everything was in his name and you didn't get anything out of it. Now you got to rebuild your life. So when I tell what he means, when he says, what does a woman have to bring to the table? And I love the fact that he said herself,
I love that.
whatever that entails.
Whatever that entails.
So if you come to the table as a businesswoman, come to the table as a businesswoman. If you bring it in that, hey, I'm a happy homemaker, and if I accept that as a man, then I have to accept that. But
Absolutely.
you are, but also protect yourself. Because I don't care what these people say about he better be 100 and paying the bills. If I have to pay all the bills by myself, then I might as well be by myself. And I'm gonna say this again so y'all can hear it. If I've been on my own enough to know that I can take care of me, I can clean my own clothes, I can wash my own laundry, I can take. So when I come to anybody, I say, I only need you in my life for me.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm telling you, you're talking some big stuff because it's true. And I keep saying I've been married over 20 some years. And Hicks would be like, 20 over 20 some years. You mean 30 something years? I do. That I do. But the reason why I say it the way I say it is because each 7 years was different. I
Yes.
was learning there's years where I promise you I was toxic. I know I was. You know how I know I was now? Because the same things that used to drive my force and make me happy, those things don't make me happy. But when I wasn't getting them, I became toxic because I thought I had to have this. But I had to learn that I'm the only person that can truly make me happy.
And
So I
that's
had to get out there and grind. I had to get out there and find my worth and my passion. The problem was when you trying to find it in somebody else and let somebody else validate you. That's what's going to set you up for failure.
toxicity relationships is exactly that. They want the person they're with to always validate who they are. And
And that's
I
what
can't
toxic
do
comes.
that for you.
No,
And all I can do is come into this relationship who Jason Dixon is. I'm
that's
coming
it.
in and I'm offering what I have. If that's not good enough for you, then let's not go down this road because I learned this. I'm 49 going on 50. And I'm sitting back like all these years I wasted because, like you said, one thing you said the last before we took the break is men have a tendency to walk on eggshells because they don't want to lose what they think is a good thing.
That's
Now
right.
I know better that if I have to think that way with you, you are not my good thing.
Okay, okay.
If I have to walk around the house scared to do anything because I'm scared that whatever I do will start an argument, if I got to leave the house and tell you step by step where I'm going, if I got to report in, because I don't require any of that. I don't
Right.
require any woman I've
That's good.
ever dated to do anything. If hey, my key saying, I've said this since you know me. It could be a Saturday. You could call, tell me. I could be on the couch watching football. You could come in and, babe, I'm going out with my girlfriends. And hey, the one time you gonna hear from me is probably about noon. Hey, babe, you okay? You check
Yeah.
it? Great. You good? Bye.
That's me. That's me. And I think the reason why, and I have to say this because I got to, it's important for me, family, to stay on strip with you. And so the reason why I'm loving your combo and your conversation because you got the male version of you. Hopefully you're helping some men that may be toxic. Hopefully they're listening to you with an open heart and they say, you know what, I like how that sound. I like what this brother's saying. Hopefully a female can hear my side of the story and say, well, I love the fact that she found her peace within her. I love the fact that she was open enough to say, I was toxic, not to that person. I was toxic to myself. But that mirror that I was looking at, or that person was looking at in me, was that he was looking at the fact that, okay, why is she angry? I'm doing everything I can do because there's only so much an individual can do. That's why, the Bible talks about a help meet.
Yep.
They can do some stuff, you can do some stuff. So you got to find that 50-50. It
Yep.
can't be no 70-30, can't be no 90-20. And when you get in relationship, and I have to say this for some of you females that I love you so much, you're phenomenal. Sometimes these men can spoil us. And they get us like this. They want to do everything for you. Don't worry about that. I buy that. Du-du-du. And then 7 years later, that changes. Maybe they lose their job. Maybe they fall in love with somebody else. Maybe they just don't want to be the person they were. I don't know. But that's what a rift happened. So now you looking at a person that's angry, that's bitter, that's just all of these things. So how do we fix it? How do we fix the man in the mirror? So I know you have something to say. What I'm gonna say to phenomenal women is listen to what people are saying about you. And if they keep saying the same thing and they don't say it 7 times, then you need to start listening to that. And if somebody else said that don't even know, they wasn't even in the meeting, and to hear that this person said that you do this, sometimes it's not that they trying to tear you down. They're trying to say, hey, these things are webbing up. These things are making me tired. These things I don't like. How can we fix it? Usually, Jason, and I know you know this, in the beginning, everybody is nice to each other.
Yep.
Everybody is loving and caring. They're listening. They're doing. Where does that fall apart?
I'll tell
What
you.
happened?
I'll tell you.
Okay,
Because
tell me. Tell,
it,
tell,
it,
no,
it,
tell me the
when
truth.
you in your 20s, it's fake in the beginning.
Oh Lord.
When you in your 20s,
No,
25,
you
27,
did.
when you date, it's a fake. You know what I
What?
stopped doing? Hold on, I'm about to tell you. What I stopped doing when I used to go out on dates, I stopped asking any questions about you. You know
Oh,
those
shame.
Q&As? You know those Q&As? And I started telling the people I date that wanted to get to know me because everybody would be like, ask me a question. You don't want to know nothing. If you cannot, and this is the way I am now, and my fiance will tell you this is the way we've been. If you don't feel comfortable enough to just talk to me and start telling me stuff about you that you may think I need to know, then I'm not going to ask you the question. The reason why is because that's the bad part that what people do. You said, when does it fall apart? Because in the beginning, we act like dating is a job interview. What do you do? What's your name? How are you? Do you have kids? It's not a job interview. You're talking about something that talks about your feelings and your possible emotions.
Mm,
You may end up caring. So I don't need the read down your resume to me. I need to know you passionately. I need to know what makes you exciting. I don't. I,
absolutely.
I stopped asking questions, and girls used to not date me because you don't ask enough questions. You don't do. I told you, man, the girl I was dating, she was like, well, even though the dude was crazy to me because it was crazy, she was like, I need you to do that. What? I ain't hiding on nobody's rock. I ain't chasing you down. If you go and disappear for 5 hours, if I call and check on you and you don't answer, of course I'm going to have questions, but I'm not going to call you 86 times trying to find you.
Oh
I'm just
wow.
not. Love you or not, That is not love. Let's make that clear.
Let's make
Because
that
if
clear.
you love me enough, then I shouldn't have to do
Make
that.
it clear. Say
Your
that.
your woman, your man should not have to ask you to check in, make you check in. If you care for me or love me, you should just want to be like, hey, babe, I know I said I was going to be there at 4, but I didn't get, I'm just now doing this. That should be like taking a second breath.
You saying something right now. So for those of you that are listening, I need you to really pay attention to what Mr. Dixon said, because that was valuable. If your dude is not calling you like you want him to, and you're not calling your dude, then there's some riffing going on. Like you don't want to, you don't feel like it. You should have enough inspiration in your heart and love for that person to check on them or to let them know that you're okay. Those are the only two reasons. Are you okay? How you doing? You need me to pick up something from the store? But don't be calling people and giving them where you at, what you doing. That they don't want to call you, and they're not gonna call you with that mess. Don't nobody want to hear that BS. Stay kind, be sweet, and be confident about yourself, all knowing that you don't have to have another person like coming at you like that. And know when to say no. Know when to tell people they don't cross the line with you, but be sweet. You know?
You don't have to be sweet. It's okay in your relationship to be mean sometimes.
Okay.
It's
It
okay.
is
Like I told you to stop. It's okay to raise your voice, not in a disrespectful tone, but it's okay.
to know your person. The
Yes.
love language. Like this person, that's how y'all talk. And sometimes you know what you're saying, something that's
And I'm
imperative.
not saying cuss them out, call them out their name. I've never done that. You ain't never seen me talk like that. But when
No,
enough is enough, you see me put my foot down. Hold up,
that part.
because
That
this
was
is what I had
good.
to
And for me, it's hey.
say.
Like, wait a minute. Like,
Because you're
what?
not just gonna sit and tear me down. And what happens in
Right.
most
Hold
relationships is like
up.
you said. What happens in most relationships is the woman is the one that gets to tell the story. So, and
That
I'll tell you why I say that. What happened to me in 2019? I mean 2020. I had to cut off a whole foster family because she told the story. And instead of them coming back to ask me or talk to me until years later when I get this bogus apology email, now everybody wants to be my friend again because you found out she was lying because she took from you, because she stole from you. You she y'all ain't, but if you've been
toxic.
around,
Toxic.
right, because she was used to toxicity. So one thing I said when we were off air, some people come into the relationship with the wrong intentions. And you
Correct.
have no way of knowing that
Mm,
until it all goes down.
absolutely. So, if that's true, we're talking about, for those that just joined us, we have someone that's coming in. Her name is Miss Haley, and she is a wonderful, wonderful, loving person. She's a choreographer, she's a dancer. She does, what do you call it when you fix the face up? When she comes
Makeup
in, no, but she could be, but esthetician.
Oh,
Like she
okay.
got a whole vibe that we females,
I'm like,
we
oh my God, I
need.
don't know. I don't get my face fixed up. Y'all
Don't
see
get
it?
her
It's
face
nasty.
but she's gonna come in and we're gonna introduce her. But before we bring her in, we want to own a solid. Even for her that came in, we're talking about toxic relationships. We're talking about the man in the mirror. We're talking about the woman in the mirror. We're talking about what is it a woman, or should a woman bring something to the table, or should she just come to the table with whatever the man want her to have, love, endurance, whatever. And some people are different. We don't agree with either side. We're just saying from our intellect and our feelings and our emotions that there's always two sides of the pancake. And you need to know your person, number one. You need to know your person. And with you, Jason, you getting ready to get married. You feel like you know your person. You getting ready to marry her. I've been knowing you a long time. And when I heard you was getting married, I'm sorry. Don't get off. I'm sorry. I don't mean to get off you, but I had to say this. Like, when I heard that, I remember like texting you. I'm like, wait, what? That, are you are you playing? Like, is this for real?
And the
Like,
crazy part is, you're not the only person. Like everybody in my circle was like, "Jason, you
what's
playing?"
happening? And so I know she's a special person. And I love her for that because what I wanted to say to all the women and all the men of the world, when you know your person, when you find your person, you don't mind calling them. You don't mind them checking on you. You don't mind. And it's okay, like Jason said, you got to be able to check people sometime. How you going to get to learn somebody being nice and sweet all the time? But sometimes you got to, hey, like, but you do have to be kind. But when people step over your boundaries, don't get toxic, don't start throwing stuff and cursing and all of that. You need to be able to keep your stillness about your peace, because that stuff will become toxic.
Yes.
That gravity, it won't hurt that other person, but it would definitely hurt you if you let that evil, toxic, angry, fearful, doubtful person that came to this relationship with a hidden agenda, and now you see the agenda, and if you let that person get into your psyche and your peace, then you're gonna go on a whirlwind.
Hence Tyler Perry's Diary of a Mad Black Woman. I know a lot of people watched that and they were like, "Oh, he was wrong. He was wrong." But that lady had lived up and let that man do this to her for years. But
Absolutely. And
finally,
so
he did, and she got so upset, taking it out on the good man. Is because now
that
she don't know how to be different, because when I was being nice, when I was being loving, somebody took that energy from me, right? So now,
That is the part that turns toxic, when a person was kind and sweet and somebody took that for granted, and somebody took years. I'm talking about sacred years from them that they cannot get back. But at the end of the day, and this is what I'm gonna wrap up with. And Jason, is it okay if we continue this conversation? This has to be the best conversation in the whole world, because it opens up all of these looms that we need to that we need to talk about. But because I know I got to go into my next show with Haley, I may even open up the show a little bit. Once we get to know Haley, we will let this be like a pilot a little bit. But I want to know from you if we can continue the conversation, if we can bring this back up in the series, because we want to make sure we heal some people. We want
yeah,
to make sure we
I'm
help some
all
people.
for it. I'm all for it.
Yeah,
My show is tomorrow, so I got some real topics to talk about tomorrow. So we can continue this on. We can continue it on yours as a series, but
I would
it's
love
a good
to.
topic because I'm going to take this topic because I want to talk about it from a man's side, because that man, he stated something that just keeps ringing over in my head, and the thing he said at the end is the most powerful part. And I think a lot of people will miss that. The most powerful part was when he said, he didn't say don't bring anything to the table as a woman.
He did not.
He said the only thing she should be bringing is herself,
That's
and
what he said.
whatever that entails.
Whatever that entails. That's what we're saying.
Yeah. So
Whatever that entails.
in my mind, he understands that no, I didn't come looking for a wife to bring anything to the table. I came
Right.
looking for a wife because I was ready for a wife.
Period. That's
But
what he said.
the person I chose as a wife came to the table with everything like what my fiance brings to the
Yeah.
table. We can balance with each other. Then that's all I'm requiring.
Period.
Is you to be you. Don't try to be this extra person. Don't try. You know what I really love about my fiance? Because she's the first girlfriend I've ever had that did not try to step in on my business.
Amen.
She don't
That's
care.
good. That's why we got to keep this going, because people need to hear that. We need, they need to hear that. I'm the same way. I don't like nobody stepping on my grind. Like, don't stop my grind, right? So yeah, I won't stop your grind. You don't stop my grind. Let's just respect the territories. So with that being said, what I want to do is I'm gonna wrap this show up with this your girl Princess. I'm here with Nostalgic Radio with the producer Jason Dixon. Oh my God, good vibes only. This was great. We here educating, empowering, elevating, healing. This is a platform for everybody, and you can scale your business and you can scale your life. This your girl Princess. What I want to go out with, Mr. Jason Dixon, I want that video to come back up, and I want you to take me out, and I'm gonna go into the green room, and I'm gonna snatch Haley, and we're gonna bring it up with Haley. But what I want to do is let them listen to that, because that's what my next show is gonna be about. On next Sunday, we're gonna bring that back, and we're gonna talk about the second part of it. And I want you to just hear it again, and you just pull out the second part, and that's what we're going to talk about. So, this your girl, Princess. Thank you so much, so much. I'm here at Nostalgic Radio at the Good Vibes, and I'm ILIVFIT. In case you didn't know, I'm ILIVFIT. You can catch me on my platform, ILIV, no E, FIT, but you can also catch me on Instagram. Your girl have reached 40 million on Instagram just being inside of her grind. Well, once she do best, she's about the health, fitness, and wellness. I'm your girl, Cream Princess, Nostalgic Radio. We see y'all next time.
What can a good woman bring to a man?
Nothing. A woman shouldn't bring nothing to a man. You have to understand that the woman is a mirror and a multiplier. She will mirror you, she will reflect you, and she will multiply whatever you put upon her. So if you put wealth upon a good woman, watch how she multiplies it. If you give love to a good woman, watch how she multiplies it. If you give a home to a good woman, a house to a good woman, food to a good woman, watch how she nurtures you with this. The problem is these men are toxic. So when they looking at the woman, their reflection, when they're unable to put things on the table, they say, oh, this woman ain't good. Oh, this woman ain't submissive. Oh, this woman don't listen. No, brother, she is mirroring you, and she's showing you that you lay nothing on her table but anxiety, stress, depression, and chaos. And now she's multiplying that. Now you're in your feelings. No, man, a good woman brings nothing to a table but herself, because she is the mirror and the multiplier.
What
And I want to introduce her because Miss Haley is coming in to, we're doing a partnership with I Live Fit, but I want her to come in and do her intro so that we can use this bit to promote her dance class that she's doing with I Live Fit. But we also want to bring her up so people can know who she is, where to find her, and how to know about her as a business woman. And she is a prospect for all of the females, phenomenal women, to know about her. This girl is into health, fitness, and wellness. This girl is into her healing stage in her life. And so I would love for Miss Haley, if you can bring her up, Jason, and just bring in an applause. Do anything.
Okay. Okay. Oh, there it is.
Hello, Miss Haley.
Nice.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you guys? I think I'm frozen, which is not cool. Oh my goodness. Come on, technology.
We can, you're fine.
Okay. Okay, cool. All
Yeah,
right.
you're moving
Okay.
around, and so you're live and in
What's going
person.
on?
Jason, can you give her a hand clap for me? Like, can I just make her happy for me? Because this girl right here, she's pretty doggone amazing. Haley,
Thank you. Oh, thank you.
so this is Princess. We're on the Good Vibes with Nostalgic Radio. Got my homeboy in the back end, Mr. Jason Dixon. But we're here with Haley Carter. How are you?
I'm great. How are you guys doing?
We're doing good, and she's coming in.
Good.
We're gonna do a little trailer on you because we want to come back with you with a full show.
Okay. I love
You got a
that.
lot going on. You got a lot going on. And we
I
don't
do.
want any of it, but we definitely want people to know what the partnership is between ILIVFIT and
Hmm.
with Haley Carter and with Core Fitness and then
Hmm.
esthetician. So tell us
Hmm.
about Haley. Tell us how we can find Haley on the circuit. Tell
My
us.
goodness. Okay, so I guess the basics, the bare minimum. Instagram, unfortunately, is the best platform. So before I just dive into it, my Instagram is H Carter period CO. And within that link, you guys can get to my professional page, which is Define Aesthetic Spa Dallas. It's a little lengthy, but you can't mess it up. And I guess to start from, let's go from the very top, which is how I even met you. I'm an esthetician. I special in all things skincare, lashes, body contouring. And that's kind of how I met you through your son, who was one of my clients at the time. And that's kind of how things kind of transitioned and journeyed to this moment. Yeah, evolved into this moment here, which I'm really excited about. So, aesthetics is like my second love. So, I will say that dance is probably my passion and my first love, which is where we're creating this new venture, which I'm really excited about. So, I've been dancing, goodness, since seventh grade. If I had to like put a timestamp on it, dance throughout high school. I went to Booker T. Washington High School for the Performing and Visual Arts. I'm a dance native. I'm a Dallas native. And then I went up to college, still danced in college, and then I moved back and still danced back here. And so that's kind of just been one thing that I can't escape. And so I love dance, and I love the power of dance. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I love the power of it, whether you're on stage or on video, in class, in your living room. I just love what dance has been able to do for me throughout my life journey altogether. And so that's kind of why I'm here.
And your life journey has been amazing because Miss Haley Carter, and for those of you listening, she is going to bring us some core fitness, some
Yeah.
fit phenomenal woman, sexy, fit, healing. She's
Yes.
bringing it to us in June
Yes,
the
ma'am.
7th to be exact. She is launching the most amazing core fitness class. But what she is doing, and I got to tell them this about you because this is not just dance. Can we tell them
Yeah.
that, Haley?
Absolutely.
This is about healing.
Absolutely.
This is about, and one of the things we're bringing to the table, she's going to teach us to be more confident, to
Mhm.
have more confidence. She's going to stimulate our minds and bring forth energy,
Mhm.
right? You're going to
Absolutely.
trample over all those fears and doubts and worries that women have.
Yeah.
We're going to use this workout to elevate as women, as woman, and to be happy. We're going to celebrate who we are. And Haley, that's what you are going to do. You're going to celebrate us as women. You're going to teach us that the mindset is powerful
Mhm.
and bringing forth energy into this system of dance and working out and weight loss. And so, Haley, I'm looking forward to this chair workout, honey, because
So am
core
I.
baby is what I do. And that's what I stand for, mommy. And so you're making me happy joining my platform. Tell us what to expect out of this class on June the 7th, because they gotta be there. They gotta
Yeah.
be there.
Absolutely. So, thank you for that. You pretty much summed it all up. Like I said before, dance for me has kind of been an outlet. It's been a chance for me to tap into a different side of me. I've usually been more of an introvert. My brothers were athletes, so I thought I was an athlete at some point. Totally wrong. And I was hiding behind their identity for so long. And so it's like the moment I danced for the first time, the moment I did competition for the first time, that's when I
Yeah.
actually discovered who I was as an individual. And I feel like whether it's on a professional level or again in the house, there's a sense of discovery that happens when you learn your body. There's a sense of discovery that happens when you watch your body move a certain way, when you watch yourself respond to a certain beat or a certain move. And that's kind of what I want women to do. As a back bar, I've been on my own journey. I don't know how transparent or how honest and vulnerable I can be, but I've actually had to separate from my husband, moving into a divorce. And as you can imagine, at a young age, it has taken me on a roller coaster, like an emotional, mental, spiritual, financial, any type of description you can think of. I had to go through that. And I will say that dance was kind of like my soft place. I was able to land right in there and kind of just recenter myself. And so what I'm noticing is that a lot of our women, young women, adult women, we're going through something. It's happening both individually, internally, but also externally. And so what I want to do is be able to use this platform as a chance to heal. I want to use it as a chance to rediscover. I want to use it as a chance to reaffirm. I want to use it as a chance to kind of build community, because I also know that I tend to hold into myself. I tend to recluse back to my own. But something really beautiful happened as I'm now exiting my journey, in its community. And I think joining forces with you has been such a blessing. And I'm able to kind of project into the future where this is going to go, because it's much bigger than me. It's much bigger than dance. It's much bigger than this chair. It's much bigger than you and I live. I honestly think it's going to be a game changer for women who you may not even be able to work on a 2 and 4. You may be a 1 and 3 kind of girl. Your beats may be totally off. You may have zero rhythm. But my purpose for you is to be able to dig something deep within you that you may not have known, and find a source, find something to anchor into, and allow that to propel you to want to move forward in your journey. So yes, we'll be learning some great dances. We'll be using some chair work. We'll be sexy. We'll be confident. We'll be able to kind of tap back into our feminine energy, which is almost the premise of all of this. But before we can even do that effectively, I really want to do some healing. Because one of the things that I learned about myself was that I'm a masker, unfortunately. And I masked everything that I could. I hid from my family. I hid from my daughter. I hid from my friends. But I showed up, and people had no idea the things that I was going through. And so what I want people to be able to do is, when you come into this class, I want you to be able to leave in your truest, most vulnerable self. But unfortunately, there's got to be a lot of internal work that happens before you can show up with yourself. Do you know what I mean? So I want us to learn the dance and have fun and lose weight and sweat and get sexy. But I really want to focus on the internal work, so that your internal can match the external that you're building towards. And so for me, those are going to be the 2 highest points of, yes, let's dance, let's work out, but we have some healing to do as a feminine society. I know that there's a lot of feminine energy, masculine energy, the complex of the two, the alignment of the two, or even the confusion of the two nowadays. But I really think it's important for us women to reestablish what that looks like, because some of us don't even know. I was masculine since I can remember. Even in my marriage, I was very masculine, and so now I'm having to recalibrate everything, and it's been beautiful. It's been challenging. It's been challenging, but it's been beautiful, and I'm grateful because of it.
Grateful. But I am grateful for you bringing your season where you and I are willing to give of ourselves to
Yeah,
heal others. Because as one man, we go through some stuff. And so I am excited about June the 7th. Your class is at 2 o'clock, I believe.
hmm,
And I'm excited about the healing journey. You said some things that, if I didn't know you and I heard you talking right now, honey child, I'll be trying to sign up for this class.
yeah,
And so I'm going to tell you right now, we're going to sign up for the class. While there is time, you need to go to Eventbrite. You need to
yes,
go to ILIV FIT workouts or fitness pop-ups. I live fit. You can find it under any of that. But also, is it okay, Haley, when I tag your link, can I also tag this dance in there so
absolutely.
that they can this link and they can find you and they can sign up for this class, because we're bringing it, Haley. I'm
Yes,
excited.
full force.
Partnership thing. We're going full force here. What you say, Jason? I promise you, I am going to. Do you have it, or you want me to post it, Haley? Which one?
If you on my phone, let me see if I have it.
Because if not,
I think
I'm
it's in
gonna
our
get it and
messages.
I can send it to him. And
Okay.
so, what I want, absolutely, absolutely. Look at that, Haley. We're in there for you, girl.
Yes,
This
we're
is
doing it.
and core fitness, and we're doing it. So, for those of you that just joined us, this is Miss Haley Carter. She is a, I always call you a choreographer. She's a
Oh,
dancer.
thank you.
She's an esthetician. She
Yep.
even have products, right? What are some of these
Oh,
products?
yay. Oh
Yay!
my goodness. Let me tell you. So, dance has been like my fitness. That's how I've stayed in shape. That's how I've maintained. But as I've gotten older, I stopped dancing as much. And so, after the transition and having my daughter, I just realized that my body's changing. I'm getting older and I have to find another outlet. And so, as an esthetician, you always look for ways to diversify your portfolio and increase your streams. And so, I was
I,
doing body contouring. Say it again.
absolutely.
Oh, yeah. So I was doing body contouring and having great results with that. Then I started selling waist trainers, having great results with that. And then I was like, well, fitness is a thing. Like people are needing it, obviously, because we're unhealthy. We got lazy at COVID. We started eating out. I mean, our health just took a turn for the worse. And so I made a promise to myself that we're going to get back healthy, especially as you begin this new self journey. And
Correct.
so I did some research and started Googling things and went to YouTube University. And so after some research and some scientific background, I kind of have my own fitness product line, which I'm really excited about. So, of course, I sell waist trainers, but I also have this sweat. When I tell you this sweat detox, I have a sweat detox scrub.
What?
That's a game changer. It's a game changer. I cannot wait for you to get your hands on it. So, I'm a little crazy when it comes to the gym because I'm like, I got to get this thing done. So, and I'll send you the video. It's a bit obsessive, but whatever. Yeah, I put my sauna sweat scrub on first. Then I do my black detox wrap. Then I do one waist trainer, and then I do a second waist trainer, and I do my thighs. And when I tell you the sweat, the muscle definition, the toxin release. I mean, it's almost addicting. It's like you almost don't want to work out without it. And so I have that entire system, but I also have with therapy tools. I also have lymphatic oils because a lot of people are on this new contour wave, and I don't want to have surgery wave. So I have laser lipo belts. I mean, I have everything in order to cater to the at-home individual. I'm an at-home girly, so I like to do things for myself and at home. And I've created this entire system. I even have an ebook course about it. It's called Body Contouring Course at Home. And so it kind of just gives you the step by step by step by step by step, the protocols, the scheduling, the science, the history on everything. And it's kind of been like my first big project. And I'm very proud of it. I've done a couple of launches. People are hearing about it. People are moving it. And you know what? It's like my little baby, my second baby.
You know what? It's my baby too. I just love this is my baby. This fit in everywhere where there's ILIVFIT. I just heard you say you have a contour belt. You
Yes.
have some gel that
Yes.
you without having to go get surgery and getting snatched,
No.
rub it on our bellies. And do we saran wrap so that it
I'm
can work?
crazy. So I do it all. I get my detox scrub. I get my saran. Mine's is black, so it's almost thermal, so it makes you sweat even more. Then I do my first waist trainer. Then I do my second waist trainer, and I just go. I listen. I put on the armor of the fitness god and go.
And so, with that being said, listen, everybody, this class on June the 7th, you need to come because Haley is not only teaching us to be fit and working with confidence and core and teaching sexiness, and she's also bringing her products to teach you how to get snatched without
Yeah,
surgery, teaching you
yeah,
how to get that waistline looking good and the booty popping
yep.
and all that. What phenomenal, phenomenal, phenomenal. Miss Haley, I am excited. So they must come to this class so that they can get products to start their weight loss journey, to start
Mm-hmm.
healing. And
Yeah.
also, can we hit them with this at the end of her class? Tell them what you're going to bring at the end of the class. This is a
Well,
bonus. This is a free
I
bonus. The end
know, I know. So I'm bringing some products as a thank you, as a giveaway. We're gonna do it. The first 10 tickets get a free wrap, but I think depending on how this class goes, I want to give away a belt, which it's a $99. Well, it's $299 as far as the value is concerned. But I also want to give away a waist trainer, and I want to give away a treatment because I feel like
My
Self-care
God.
is huge. So I want somebody to come in, get a facial from me. We can do body contouring while you get a facial, just as a thank you, because as a mother, as a woman, as a healing woman, you don't take care of yourself enough. And so as my gift or as my thank you or as my investment into you and your growth, I'm going to have 3 different winners. And so they'll be able to experience that and take a step further into their journey. So,
This is so much fun.
surprise.
Haley, I'm getting so excited talking to you. We're giving away free workouts. They can come to the class for free if they register early. We're giving
Yep.
away body magic.
Consult, but yes.
Oh my
Yeah.
waist trainers. And
Yes.
like I said, you know what? I'm excited. Even all those that come to the class, Haley, I'm giving out free ab workouts. I'm giving out t-shirts. I'm giving out free events. So we are doing something really, really, really
Mhm.
wonderful. I have a young lady that's coming up on the show after you, and she does women events and empowerment. And she's
Mhm.
also every week. This young lady is amazing. She is doing Bible study, Haley. So
Okay.
if there's ever time during the week, I believe it's on Tuesday or Wednesday, she's going to talk more. Listen in on her. I think it
Sure.
would be wonderful because you're going through a healing journey.
Yeah.
We're all going through a healing journey, but to be woman and to be fit nominal and to be empowered and elevated, that's something in
It
2025.
is.
Got enough to worry about. But you got Miss Haley Carter here. You got Miss Princess here. You have
Yeah.
all of these wonderful people here to help you along your fitness journey, your mental clarity, Haley.
Yeah.
Can we talk about that with that affirmation class that you're
Yeah.
doing at the end of the workout? Haley is going to lie you flat, bring your mats, bring your water bottle, and I declare victory over
Yeah.
everyone that's going through anything. The devil is a lie. We are going to have victory over last season and the season before that. But right now, we declare victory over our lives as
Yeah.
women. And our backbones were made to be straight and to keep us
Yeah.
in alignment. And that's what this class is going to do, alignment, core fitness. I love you, Miss Haley
Yes.
Carter. How
Yes.
can
Thank you. Thank
find
you.
you? Give them your IG. Give them your website. You give them everything, and we're gonna tag this back so that you
Okay.
can give it to your audience, and we're gonna
Okay.
tag it out there to hundreds and hundreds. But what we want them to know is that Miss Haley Carter is on a journey to help you
Yeah.
be fit, be sexy, be confident, be victorious.
Healthy. Yeah.
Oh my God, I love you. So, how
Yeah.
can they find you?
Again, social media is probably the easiest. That's just the world that we live in. And on Instagram, I do have 2 accounts. My personal account is HCARTER period CO. And then again, my professional link is in that bio. But if you just want to have my professional link as well, it's a little lengthy, but it's define period aesthetics, which is ES, not A. So ESTHETICS period spa Dallas.
You know
And that's
what?
honestly the best. Facebook is it's all the same on both platforms. I'm working on YouTube right now because I think this is the next phase. It's the next step of everything that I have going on. But yeah, that's just the easiest way to do it.
Well, we are so grateful that you're here with the good vibes. This is good vibes
Yeah.
with Nostalgic Radio, and we're just going to clip this into a wonderful trailer for you, marketing piece, and we're going to promote that June the 7th core fitness class, and it's going across right now. We're just excited, Nostalgic Radio, that you're going to tag this in, and we just want women of all ages to come to get healed and empowered and elevated and be secure in who you are as woman,
Yeah.
honey.
Absolutely. And I just want to say that all levels are welcome. I don't want you guys to think, like I said before, if you can't catch a 2 and a 4 and you can only catch a 1 and a 3, that's okay. I still want you. So all levels are welcome. All ages are welcome. All backgrounds are welcome. It's more so about the woman that you are. And that's the beautiful part about it. I don't need the best dancer. We're not booking any gigs, right? We're just transforming lives. So don't get discouraged. Don't get distracted. Just come. If you're in a place where you need some healing, even if it's just to be in community with other women, even if it's just to be spoken over, even if it's just to be prayed over and you need something, come. Come.
Come.
Bring some heels just in case we get real crazy, but just come. Just come.
Or they
Just
can be
come.
like this princess, bring you some tennis shoes and some
Yeah.
clothes and get ready, get ready, get ready. Because this is
Yeah.
chair fitness, but it's core fitness. So we want them to understand this is so that you can start your flat tummy journey, your toning journey, your
Yes.
empowerment. Yes, we want them to know about that. That's what we're doing. There
All
is
the
nothing
things.
else like it out there, Haley. They
Yeah.
won't be able to find this class anywhere because it came down from glory. God gave
One.
you this, and He gave me my fitness journey, and we want to bless others with it. So, with that being said,
One.
we're gonna bring you back, Haley. Is that okay if we bring you back for our
Yes,
whole
please.
35-minute show?
Absolutely. I'd love
And
to.
and what I'm gonna do, Haley, if it's okay, we're going to give them a teaser of what the
Yes.
core class look like next week. And what we're gonna do with that teaser is we're also gonna podcast you from that teaser. So we're
That'll
gonna
work.
show you doing a little bit, and we're gonna get them some 8-16 counts
Mm-hmm.
up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They know what to expect, and then we're
Yeah.
gonna let you also show them a little bit about your products and how to
Sure.
get your products. So we want women to get ready. We want them to come in
Yeah.
confident and getting ready, knowing that when you come to this class, not only are you gonna be able to
Mhm.
lose weight, but you're gonna get snatched, and you're gonna
Yes.
get confidence, and you're gonna
Yeah.
energy like nothing else, and you're gonna get some free stuff, free
Yes.
workouts, free
We love
this, free.
free.
Listen,
We love
Haley,
a
if
good free.
I cannot say enough, I thank you so much for this journey. Thank you
Thank
for your
you.
partnership with I Live
Thank
Fit.
you.
Look for her drop. I'm gonna drop it on Facebook. When I drop it, I'm gonna drop those links. And Haley, if you have anything you want to tag about your products, drop it to me. I'm gonna get it to Nostalgic Radio, and we just gonna build this marketing tool up for you. And with that being said, thank you. This is Queen
Thank
Princess with the
you.
Good Vibes. Haley, one more time.
Thank
Tell
you.
them one
Thank you.
more
Thank
time how to find you, and we're gonna see you in about a week.
Yes, thank you guys so much for having me. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your week and weekend. You can find me on social media. Instagram is obviously easiest. It's hcarter.co. And I cannot wait to come back. I cannot wait. Thank you so much for having me.
Jason, give her. Isn't she great?
Yeah, I thought it was great.
Oh my God. So we have so much, and this is what I want to talk about, Jason. I'm so appreciative of Nostalgic Radio with Dixon, because what we do here on the Good Vibes with the producer, Mr. Jason Dixon, is we elevate lives.
Hey,
And
you have
we,
a Rileisha Bowles in our back in the
I'm
back.
waiting on Ralisha to come in, honey
She's
child.
been trying to stay in. I don't know if she's. I don't see her camera. She's
I hear
on.
she's laughing right now. You know what,
Your
Ralisha?
your
Yeah. Yes, ma'am. I'm good. I'm excited about you coming in. Did you hear the
Oh
story?
man. Oh
Did you?
Haley off the train. Haley,
I
listen, I
know.
started to say I wish I knew Haley 7 years ago before I had surgery.
All right. So what we're gonna do, Jason, if those of you that are listening to us right now, we're gonna go to a commercial break, and then we're going to once again, while we on commercial, I would like for us to bring up that video again because
Yes.
I would like to talk a little bit with Ralisha about this because this is gonna be my thing, right? I'm telling you, it's so much we need to talk about toxic, energies and behaviors and
Mm.
yes. And so that's going to lead us into your Bible study where women can get healed. So this is good stuff. So for all of those listening, this is Princess with the good vibes, nostalgic radio. I'm coming back with my very good friend. Been knowing her a long time. This is a woman of God. You hear me? And I can't say that for everybody, but this is a woman of God. Her journey has led her deeper into her faith with God, her maker. So she is living in
Amen.
her truth and her trust in God. But this is Miss Ralisha Laws, and she's coming. She's bringing you the good vibes. She's bringing you the truth, and she's getting you closer to healing in her purpose-driven life. We will take a break, but we'll be back with Ralisha.
Make it hard to trust her, but she say she love me. She know just how to make me smile, but know just how to hurt me. I try to leave her alone, cause sometimes I don't think it's worth it. I shouldn't feel like this, but love can make you so uncertain. I try to hide the pain, but you should see behind these curtains. I walk away, but then I run right back when I get lonely. She's like the plug and she's the drug, and I'm just her little junkie. Hey, I'm like the Pookie to her bag of rocks, or rat tail comb through each and all of her interlocks. I'm so honorable mentions ain't got shit on her, she first and last. She been teaching me since our meet and greet. I love her class, hell I think it's mad. Her lectures loosely laces the lining inside my mind. By the time that I realize that I'm blinded, I'm intertwined like the web of a spider or a web of deception. I draw a blank with words at the loss of facial expressions. Is it lust? You can't be talking about love when you speak about us. She and me have shared the same air, but we have never touched. Can a man have a moment in time? Cause sometimes a woman's just that goddamn fine. I have yet to place my hands on the places that I've been planning. I'm respecting the opportunities I do or don't get granted. She's the drug that I have never taken. But I swear I'll die if I don't try her. Die if I don't take her. I know she good to me, but she bad for me. She make it hard to trust her, but she say she love me. She know just how to make me smile, but know just how to hurt me. I try to leave her alone, cause sometimes I don't think it's worth it. I shouldn't feel like this, but love can make you so uncertain. I try to hide the pain, but you should see behind these curtains. I walk away, but then I run right back when I get lonely. She's like the plug and she's the drug, and I'm just her little junkie. She make my nerves bad, plus I can't see her with another nigga. If I keep her, she drive me crazy, but I'm crazy if I don't keep her. There she go again, going in the bathroom again, slamming doors. I don't know why in the fuck she in the bathroom again. While I'm in the living room on a blunt, with a pad and a pen, thinking to myself like, damn, were we mad at again? If we ever happen to meet between 1 and 365 days away from today, these are the thoughts on my mind. Cause from a distance, I can see our future today. Wishing next year would be tomorrow, and tomorrow would be today. To get past the first impression, and to second that smile, as we race to third base, because it's been a while. I know we galaxies from each other, a few midnights from love, a time travel from marriage. I speak to you from the sun. I'm hoping you not too far out for you to see what I'm seeing. Let's pull a few planets closer and never look to the end. I know she good to me, but she bad for me. She make it hard to trust her, but she say she love me. She know just how to make me smile, but know just how to hurt me. I try to leave her alone, cause sometimes I don't think it's worth it. I shouldn't feel like this, but love can make you so uncertain. I try to hide the pain, but you should see behind these curtains. I walk away, but then I run right back when I get lonely. She's like the plug and she's the drug, and I'm just her little junkie.
If you know me, act like you know me. But if you a hater, yeah, stay the hell away from me. If you my friend, act like my friend. But if you a hater, yeah, stay the hell away from me. Everybody ain't your partner, everybody ain't your friend. Some of your friends be hating on you, but acting like they your friends. They be the one to stab you in the back, but smile up in your face. Acting like they're really happy for you, but they really wanna take your place. Yeah, seems like everything that you do, they're trying to compete with you. They be watching every move you make, your life. Yeah, if you know me, act like you know me, But if you a hater, yeah, stay the hell away from me. If you're my friend, act like my friend, But if you a hater, yeah, stay the hell away from me. Some of y'all got family members who never got nothing good to say. You know the ones that be trying to bring you down, cause things ain't going their way. They always being negative every time they come around. They ain't never got nothing good to say, trying to put everybody down. Yeah, just like friends, your relatives, they can hate on you. Sometimes they the biggest haters, cause they the ones who are closer to you. With friends and family like that, what do you need enemies for? Go ahead and shake them haters off and tell them haters they got to go. Yeah, if you know me, act like you know me, But if you a hater, yeah, stay the hell away from me. If you're my friend, act like my friend, But if you a hater, yeah, stay the hell away from me. You gotta shake haters off, yeah. Come on, you need to shake them haters off. You gotta, oh yeah, you gotta shake them haters off. Come on, baby, you gotta shake them haters off. If you know me, act like you know me, But if you a hater, yeah, stay the hell away from me.
No kizzy, little bitch get tossed like frisbee. Too fine, ain't worth 2 pennies. Still here to make a scream like Sydney. Straight to it like ain't nothing pending. Big bags, ain't talking about Wendy's. If you mind it, ain't no niggas. There's you, there's me, this trigger. No cap, no kizzy, little bitch get tossed like frisbee. Too fine, ain't worth 2 pennies. Still here to make a scream like Sydney. Straight to it like ain't nothing pending. Big bags, ain't talking about Wendy's. If you mind it, ain't no niggas. There's you, there's me, this trigger. No cap, that hit in that face had to make them believe. Make it look easy like money on trees. I'm raking the leaves. A pussy like water, yeah, straight to their head like taking a lead. This project was made for the streets. This what you get when you mix an A with a P. I want all of the smoke. I've been waiting to see like a fat kid waiting to eat. I can't tell you how it happened, but I'm here. I used to let it break me down. I barely drop a tear. How to coach too many losses, think I know I want a pill. I was living fast, nigga, really had to chill. My mind is too powerful. Think before you act. Try to reach for your waist and you can get bent back. All I got on doing is shake them haters out, quitting black. All I ever really wanted was a big bag. Acting like a goddess, we can split that. I'ma tear that ass up, make her come and get a lick back. We both wrapped up in this paper, no zigzags. If you really want it, you can get it, but only if you real bad. Raw baseball, the way she grab it on the stick, tryna knock it out the ballpark. All-star pick, got me licking on your neck, rubbing on your titties, feel the penny steady leaking. Got a nigga wanna eat it. No cap, no kizzy, little bitch get tossed like frisbee. Too fine, ain't worth 2 pennies. Still here to make a scream like Sydney. Straight to it like ain't nothing pending. Big bags, ain't talking about Wendy's. If you mind it, ain't no niggas. There's you, there's me, this trigger. No cap, no kizzy, little bitch get tossed like frisbee. Too fine, ain't worth 2 pennies. Still here to make a scream like Sydney. Straight to it like ain't nothing pending. Big bags, ain't talking about Wendy's. If you mind it, ain't no niggas. There's you, there's me, this trigger. No cap.
No cap, no kizzy. Hopping out with the Drake, no drizzy. Chasing young money, big CEO getting it. Keep your nose out of beef for him business. A man big fitted won't leave no witness. Pockets overweight, don't need no fitness. Summer little bitch getting tossed, no did it. Play with mine, hollers flying like frisbee. Time for the game like OG Bennett. Welcome to Dallas, the Green Dot City. Man stuff, they ain't knowing who did it. Loud pipes with sticks through the city. Bullets flying, who throwing, who pitching. Don't really matter, I'ma catch who did it. Spin on the ass, won't stop till I'm dizzy. Stuck in the game, no pivot. No cap,
no kizzy, little bitch get tossed like frisbee. Too fine, ain't worth 2 pennies. Still here to make a scream like Sydney. Straight to it like ain't nothing pending.
D-Mac on the fucking track. Honestly, I can't say the fake love. Just be loyal when you mad and don't change up. I've been getting colder from the inside. Don't ask me if I'm good, I just get. Bro, no, used to be bro, no, we ain't bros no more. to be close, was stuck in a life, but no. Was down on my last, still giving my last for show. Too much love, now they mad, I'm so cold. Yeah. Lately I've been searching for my peace. Yeah. Fuck the streets, cause they don't love you, death is free. Yeah. That's the price you gotta pay, it's best be cheap. Yeah, I ran it up, did it by my lonely, ain't complain once. Gained up, money I got crossed out by my day ones. They changed up, didn't see it coming, that's okay, cause that thing's up. Watching on my shoulders, I see strength. Say I wanna be the one you love, but if you did, you wouldn't have did what you did. Say I'm sliding on whoever now, I gotta see my kid, cause we all gotta die one day right now. Everybody say they wanna be the one you need. Everybody say they wanna be the one. No. Bitch, I'm higher than the price of gas when you in debt. I be in my head more than Professor X. Yeah, I'm just taking time, I had to recollect. Save all of the fuck shit I do not collect. They subside, but I ain't stressed. Took the lead like my name next. Still big four like my name Brett. Elastic drill, I got on stretch. Don't need me more when I get less. I was out here reckless. Sun face in my necklace. You reach for this, it's flagrant tech. Yeah. Miss me with the ocean eyes. I got left in a hurricane, I was at my lowest size. But I can swim and hold my breath like Matt Bayandi. Never in a million years I'll switch up for some money. Like how the fuck you love me? Demons in disguise was the people I held closely. Just keep getting fucked up, I wish I can be the old me. Take me back to days when we was running from the police. Smiling but I'm lonely. But I wanna be the one you love. Been down bad. Everybody say I wanna be the one you trust. They wanna put their hand out. Everybody say I wanna be the one you need. Boss up, man. That's all you. Everybody say I wanna be the one. No. She ain't got it.
It's 106 miles to Chicago. We got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
We gon' get this money together, however we stay on our shit, ain't no need to compete. You know I'm there by your side, always down the slide whenever it's time for some beef. We was in the gutter together, my brothers forever, yeah, we was thuggin' in these streets. Everything I do is on me, ain't gotta ask a thing, cause you already know what it means, yeah. That's real love, that's real love. 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 Let's take it back to the streets. The kitchen was empty with no shit to eat. Off of 101 for all was the seed. All of my niggas was keeping it G. Keep it solid, we ain't never gon' fold. Everybody know to stick to the code. We all remember who was dead through the cold. A nigga snitched and a friend turned to foe. Yeah, nigga, fuck all that fake shit. We pass you a blunt, better face it. Offer it up, better take it. Loyalty ain't no replacements. Never the ones who will start shit, but best believe we will finish it. Not the ones you wanna squabble with. Push your car, boy, you been a bitch. Yeah, we done paid all our dues. Not the ones you could take for a fool. These bitches gon' pick and choose. Put your trust in the hoe, then you lose. Niggas watching how we move. Swear they all think that they had a clue. Niggas don't think to try nothing new. Fake 'em out, make it look like we lose. Yeah, that's what we do. Call the blitz like it's mad, and that shit was just tragic. Them niggas ain't really want static. You hit that line for the gas, gon' hit you back fast, gon' weigh out a gram and then bag it. We see the loft at the desk, kept a foot on the gas. I was whipping that shit, ain't no crashing. When I pull up to the hood, you know it's all good. The love for me, they're automatic. We gon' get this money together, however we stay on our shit, ain't no need to compete.
Hello. It's your girl Princess here at the Good Vibes with Nostalgic Radio, Music Radio. I'm excited. We had a very good show today. I give it a thumbs up. I give it a solid 10. And if you missed it, make sure I'm going to drop you a link. I'm going to be bringing up my girl Haley Carter with Core Fitness was on the set today. We talked about the workout that's coming up. Haley brought to the table some healing. She is bringing forth a core fitness class to help you lose weight, to help you build confidence, to help you rejuvenate. She also shared with us, I'm going to drop her link. She also shared with us that she has products that will get you snatched, get you snatchy snatch without you having to go in and book an appointment to get snatchy snack. We have waist trainers that will help you drop all of this weight, get the unwanted cellulite off of you. She talked about having gels and creams, and then on top of that, we talked about a core fitness class that's coming up on June the 2nd. Make sure you register at the end of that core fitness. She's going to bring up a healing yoga class that includes affirmations and confidence. And we just have a lot going on here at the Good Vibes. But the most important thing is that we are celebrating women being phenomenal. This is Princess with ILIVFIT. I'll see next time, and I will bring up, before I end, I'm gonna bring up a guest that I believe, when I think about being phenomenal, one of the things that the Good Vibe station has to offer, we're not just on here talking, job talking, we're healing, we're empowering, we're educating, we're emerging, we are influencing in a positive way. But my girl, Ralisha, is coming up. And I'm going to give her a quick, prelude about Ralisha. She's going to come up. She's going to tell you who she is. But Ralisha has a Bible study class that is healing, absolutely healing phenomenal women, absolutely bridging the gap between being like fearful, doubtful, worrying about the past. She is bringing you up to speed with knowing that God is. He is everything. He is embodiment. She is saluting us. She's giving us a platform so we can hear. So we don't have to be scared anymore. We don't have to worry anymore. We have phenomenal women out there like Ralisha. She's giving you something to get you in to your phenomenal right here and right now. Without further ado, say hello to my guest, Ralisha Biles.
Hello to the guests of the Good Vibes
You.
podcast. I'm so grateful. Thank you, Queen Princess. And also thank you, Mr. Jason Dixon, for the opportunity and just for the space to be able to come in and to grace the people.
Yes, ma'am.
Amen. Thank you. Thank you.
Ralisha, can you tell the people, first of all, tell them how to find you? Tell them who you are and how they can get this Bible study class. What we need to do? Do we need to pop them in with a linky link? What we need to do, Ralisha? What we
Okay.
need to do?
All right. So, first and foremost, I would like to share our website. So it is first and foremost, let me just tell you that Live Sis Women's Academy is actually the ministry that God has blessed me to lead in. So Live, Live, Sis, SIS. And then, so that's the website. It's www.livesisministries.org. Okay, so livesisministries.org. That is our website. You can go on there to get information about events. You can also get the link to Bible study. You can also join our sisterhood, which we'll talk more about. And then you can get in contact with me. I do offer coaching for women. And so we'll get more into that as well. So just a brief, that would be the best way, livesisministries.org. And then also, I do have a Facebook page. You can go to Ralisha Bowles, or you can go to our Facebook group page. So you'll go into groups on Facebook, you will search, and then you will type in Live Sis Academy, and that's all caps. And I will give that information to the Good Vibes podcast to be able to post for you all. And then from there, we can begin. I have an email. You can email livesysministries@gmail.com.
Mm-hmm.
So that is those are all the ways. And then if you just really need a sister, then I will give you my direct phone number and you can give me a call. And that is for anyone. That is for anyone. And so I want to share that. And then you asked me who Ralisha Bowles is. So I'll just give a brief description. At some point, if you like, we can go into testimony and experiences and lifestyle things. But a short demonstration and a short introduction is that I'm a servant of God before I'm anything, before I'm a mother, before I'm a sister, before I'm a
Yes,
friend,
ma'am.
before I'm an employee, before I'm a business owner. I am a servant of God. He is my
Yes,
father. I am his daughter. I am his child, and I am an heir. Okay. And so that, and then definitely want to just make sure that I am a supporter. I am a supporter. I am a an encourager, and I definitely am a servant, like I said. And so when I'm doing all of those things, whatever obedience look like through God, that's what I'm doing, and that's who I am. I am who He created me to be, and I am her. I am her. I'm a mother.
Mm-hmm.
I am a business owner, like I said, as a ministry. I am a teacher. I am an encourager. I am a mentor, and I'm a leader. I'm a great leader. So
Absolutely.
yeah, yeah. So,
Absolutely. You
but
are.
live sis, living in victory every day, sisters impacting and serving. We empower women through sisterhood and build community.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Mr. Jason Dixon, can you give her a hand applause, a hand of applause? This girl, she is all of that. SIS.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, sis. Yes, that is.
So,
Sis.
what I have you here is because I want to do a interlude for you, an introduction, and I would love if you would allow me to. I would love to bring you back in May, and I would love to have you on the platform, and we really like diving in, talking about SIS, talking about your journey, talking about you and all of the influences that you have brought about in the community. But I want them to know about this SIS healing Bible study class. Can you tell them how to join that class? It is wonderful. And thank you for inviting me. I have been blessed tremendously just being there, listening to all of the phenomenal information that God gave you for me.
Yes, we love you. We love you. As Miss Queen, I love saying Queen Princess because I just say Miss Princess, but she is the queen of everything. And so that's why I love saying Queen because I absolutely we are queens. I'm Queen Ralisha, and so there is a queen inside of each and every one of us
Absolutely.
through God's priesthood. So I just want to say that for Bible study, it is a Zoom link that you will join. And so we send that out. It is the same. And then I cannot get off of here to bring it up, but I will give information. And also the information is on the website. So if you
Absolutely.
go to Live Sis Ministries, it's in the center of the page. You'll learn what sis means. Again, it's sisters impacting and serving. And so that's where you're gonna find that link. And then again, I would like to just say that if you need to call because we send out a text message with the link, then we will. But just a little bit of background story. I had a cousin, Shakidra, who would push me because we had another friend that had a Bible study going, and we would join her Bible study. And my cousin always, she say, you should have a Bible study. You help me study the word. You do this. And at the time, I didn't feel I was equipped. I said, well, how am I going to teach women about the Bible? And I don't read my Bible enough, or I don't really know the stories that are in the Bible. And so that's true. That's truth. I'm being very, being very transparent right now. And so, a lot of times we go to church, we hear scripture, we hear pastor preach or say certain scriptures, and we go and we read it, and then we listen to the sermon, and that's it, right? But to actually have a life of reading God's word on your own and getting an understanding and a perspective of your own, because the whole point of the Bible, the Bible, basic instructions before leaving earth, is
Mm,
telling you everything that you need to have in your life, what to do when times get hard, how to connect and love others properly. It's all in his word. And so
mm,
when she gave me the idea, I said, I can't do that. And so I prayed about it. And then God revealed to me, you've been ready to do such a thing. This
mm.
is when I need you. And so I just dive in. And so we've been doing it since January now. And we do it every Tuesday, 8:30 p.m. And why I say we do it is because we do it. It's a community Bible study. Yes, God used me to present the scripture. He leads me throughout the week. Every week I'm praying and the things that I'm going through, and God gives me scripture. I
Yes,
immediately stop what I'm doing. I get that scripture out to our Bible study group. I
ma'am.
also share the link, and I also list questions because it's a reflection time. Because if we're reading the Bible and we're not applying it to our daily lives, it's not as helpful as if we're actually being intentional about what God's word says.
That's right.
And so the woman that you see in front of this camera has not always been. However, the word of God and getting it into my spirit and walking in it has helped me to elevate and evolve. And so when we talk about healing, spiritual healing is a thing. I know we know about the
Mm,
physical, the mental, the emotional, the financial healing. And so, just like you want to fix your credit, you ought to want to repair your relationship with God if it's not there, and then also restore and also just give everything to Him. And so, when we get into this Bible study, it is a community Bible study, meaning there's not one person up teaching and speaking, and we open it up for questions. We want it to be engaging, interacting. And what I love, like Miss Princess said, I love that we get on the camera and we welcome all. We come in our bonnets, we come in our
yes.
because the reason why we wanted to have Bible study at 8:30 is because you have the working mother, you have the wife, you have the business owner, you have the mother that work a 8 to 5, like myself. And so this time we can get home, get things prepared for our families. We can get the children ready for bed, and then we can have our own moment to come with God and
Absolutely.
give. And not only that, but it's a time for us to link arms with our sisters as well and
Yes.
say, sis, how has your week been? We want to encourage
Absolutely.
you. We want to, and then we dive into God's word. And when we dive
Absolutely.
in, we dissect it. Is these words we break it down. We use the Message Bible to break the scripture down because it's not, we are growing together spiritually. Nobody knows more than the other. Nobody feels like they don't know something. We're going to get in here, we're going to learn it together, and we're going to apply it, and we're going to check in every week to hold each other accountable, to build our
Absolutely.
spirits up, because such a time as this, we just finished our 6 week series, Women Who Thrive. And so for
Mm,
6 weeks, we talked about women in the Bible. We started with Eve. We talked about the woman with the issue of blood. We talked about the
yes.
woman who lives a sinful life. And let me tell y'all, I didn't know some of these women's story before God told me to dive into these, and He led me week after week. So when our group Bible study is learning, I'm learning too. We're learning from each other. Iron sharpens iron is what the Word of God tells us. And so we get in, we dissect, and I'm not going to hold too much time, but I just want to share that this week we are starting our 6 week series because we've learned about the women in the Bible for 6 weeks. We learned about Esther's story and all the things, right? So now this 6 week series that we're starting on Tuesday at 8:30, we're going to be talking about our own purpose and our own story. And so this is going to be the Purpose Woman Bible series. We
Oh,
all have a
amen.
purpose. And the thing that I want us to know at 36, I thank God that God has revealed my purpose, my mission, and why He has me on this earth. But there are still women out there that don't know. And it's our responsibility as other women to empower those women to get to know their purpose, because when we know our purpose, we can live a peaceful life, which creates that healing portion. And we can also live a purpose life. And that's important, to not just go through life and to exist, but to live, sis. And I'm done. And I yield the mic.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I am absolutely empowered by you, Alicia.
You
You're
inspire me.
absolute favorite person in the world.
Yeah.
I've been knowing you since you was
A girl.
lovely little teenager,
A girl.
a girl.
A girl.
I remember when you did your first church program and you came to me and you was like, "Can you host it for me, Miss Princess? I don't know what to do. I don't know." And I was like, "You're gonna do well. You're gonna be okay.
Yes.
Just do it." And do you remember that? And
Absolutely.
it
You
was so
inspire me. Like I tell you time after time, the woman that I am today, I'm so grateful for a Princess Hicks in my life because the confidence that I have and the reassurance of myself that I can do things has been empowered like you by women like you in my life. And that
yes,
I honestly believe that the reason why God lets me know that I'm equipped is because I've experienced women like you in my life
yes,
to give me that push and that encouragement. And now God is using me to pour out what I know. That's all. The
absolutely.
difference between me and another woman doing something else is that she's sharing her story and I'm sharing mine. And we all
That's
have
it.
different stories, but we all can build each other up to support and inspire one another. And so the way
Absolutely.
that you have inspired me, but from being exactly who you are, living in your truth, your story, and all of your glory. That is what encouraged me. I'm telling you. So, yes, I do remember. And I do remember being nervous. And I remember you telling me I got it. You taught me how to walk with my head up. You taught me confidence. You taught me how to live in my truth, to speak out, be bold, regardless of what people tell me. And you
Yeah.
always taught me that everything that I do for God is when you told me a long time ago, great, great things. And I
Mm.
believed it and I held on to it. And look at me now. And look at us now.
Look at us
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we
Still working
continue.
together for God's glory. Period.
I live, and you are, I live, sis.
Yes, I live fit. I
I
live
live,
this.
sis.
Yeah.
Yes, I have a story, sis. I live. Yes, and I have
Yes.
a story. Fitness saved my life, you know?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so you never know what people are going through. But I can see you in heaven with the biggest wings, with all the colors, with the crown, and I can just see it like, oh, that's Ralisha. That's Ralisha.
Oh my
When
goodness.
she was on earth, she was purposed to learn that Bible, the basic instructions, preparing you for heaven. That's what that
Yeah.
Bible is.
Yeah.
It's just
Bible
basic
basic instructions before
instructions.
leaving earth.
That's
Yes.
it.
What
That's
we should
it.
be doing here every day. Yes.
If
Yeah.
you understand that, then when you go to heaven, you prepared. You are
Ready.
prepared.
Ready.
And you will be, when those pearly gates open, they will welcome you because you did the work here on earth. And so
Yes.
I love that about you. And my platform is about emergence and elevating and energies and empowerment. And baby, it's about escalating. Like
Yeah.
whatever you do,
Love that.
escalate that. And that's
Love
what you
that.
do with your Bible study. You are escalating the basic instructions while you living here on earth, getting you prepared. Baby, Marlisha, I don't see nothing greater than that.
Listen, my mama always tell me only what you do for God will last. Only what you do for him.
Only
And
thing
yeah, yeah.
I can't see nothing greater than that. So thank you for because I'm so busy. And Ralisha will send me a text and like, Mama Princess and Bible study, and we're just so thankful that you're gonna be joining. She's not asking you; she telling you. We are so thankful that you're gonna be joining us, and this is just a blessing. I was like, this girl got this down.
Glory to God.
The
Glory
words of
to
God.
God. I'm telling
And
you,
I
you
learned
speak.
that. So
Yeah.
I think the next text I sent out, I was like, I'm just so thankful that you are excited about coming to this workout because we expecting you and
Ooh,
we just gonna have a good time in the Lord,
ooh.
And that's you, Alicia. That is you.
That's
God
me,
has
sis. I
has
can't wait
sent
to come back to talk about my fitness journey.
Miss
Yeah.
Lady, Miss Ralisha, I want you one more time to let them know how to find you. But
Okay.
Miss Ralisha has embraced our presence here on the Good Vibes, and when she come back, we're gonna bring her back with this trailer about who she is. But we also gonna make sure we prepare a link for everyone because she has a community behind her. They don't even know Ralisha who you really are. Like this lady is in the community. She's put on the biggest and greatest empowerment event, and there's hundreds and thousands of people there listening to the word and trying to find their worth. And that's what you do. I
Yes.
applaud you, my black queen. I applaud you for who you are in Christ Jesus. You hear me?
Thank you.
I,
Thank you.
I can't wait to bring you back so that we can dive in to the
Yes.
discussion about
Yes.
the issue of blood. And I love
Woo.
how you tied that into real life and real life. Listen, I'm gonna tell you, I talk a lot on a podcast. I talk a lot in fitness. I am the fitness guru international. But let me tell you, when I'm on that Zoom with you,
Taking it in.
oh, I know your position in God. He keeps me quiet because
Mm.
I'm in a learning position and I cannot be who I am if I don't know how to get in the back row and be quiet and listen and learn. So see, that's how come I understand who I am as a queen because I know when God is giving me more tools in order to live my best life. And that's what you do for me every Tuesday.
Yes.
Tuesday, girl, you are phenomenal. Tell them how to get to you, and we're bringing you back in May. And what we're gonna do is drop the link on you, and then you're gonna let us know when you're gonna be ready, and you're gonna send it out to the masses.
Gonna
And
send it out to the masses, and I am, and I am. Okay, so first and foremost, again, Live Sis Ministries, LIVESIS Ministries, MINISTRIES.org, livesisministries.org. And if you cannot find that, you can simply go to Google and you Google LIVE SIS, Live Sis,
yes,
and you'll be able to find the web page. And then down at the very bottom, there will be a link for you to connect to the Facebook. So if you go all the way down to the bottom, you'll see my picture. You'll also click on the Facebook, it's there. And that is a Facebook group page. And if you're having issues or anything, you can go on Facebook, search in the groups tab, and then you can search Live Sis, LIVESIS, and then an exclamation point, and then Academy. Live Sis Academy. And then
absolutely,
join the group page. Join the group page because that group page is interactive. Feel free, feel welcome to share any inspiration, any because this is where our women come. We have a group of over 200 women that are active in our group. And you can get in there, you can post. We post encouragement. We post sometimes we have events that we attend together as a community because
absolutely,
we want to make sure that we're inviting women to empower and support other women. We're women supporting women. So we just had a conference on yesterday we went to, but that is where you're going to find information about where our sisters, our communities of women that we are connecting because the goal is to connect with other sisterhoods so that
mm,
we're able to what we're trying to do is we want to normalize not competing and not comparing ourselves to other women. And so it's not about competition, it's not about comparison, it's about coming together. And so go on the Facebook group page again, Live Sis Academy, to be able to log in, join the community, get involved, be engaged, and then that is where you'll also find information about the Bible study. So to me,
mm.
those are the two best ways. And if you all have other suggestions, let me know. But I have Facebook, and I'm not a social media person. So for me to have a group page, y'all have to know God said Ralisha tap in. And so I created that group page. And then also, like I said, the website at the very bottom, it'll have my phone number. And feel free to shoot a text to my phone. I'm not one of those people where you cannot reach me. God put me here for that purpose. So reach out to me.
Absolutely.
Sis, you may not know who I am. This is who I am. I'd like to connect, and I'm gonna send you the link directly to your phone. Even if you
Absolutely.
want to call, if you have something that you would like to add to Bible study or anything, just
Anything.
I'm here. I'm here. So connect with me, and I am ready to serve always, always.
Absolutely. There go that crown again. There go those wings again. Dang, girl. You got another crown. You got another color. Dang, it is wonderful to have you on my show. I look forward to you coming back. This is Queen Princess with the good vibes, with Nostalgic Radio, and with my hostess for the mostest, Miss Marlisha Balls. We will be back. We will see you in Bible study, honey.
Bye.
Bye.
God
I
bless.
love you.
All right.
Thank you so much. Bye bye. Thank you. That was wonderful, Ralisha. Thank you so much. It was so good. You